guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today is Lost Mojo Day, and I thought we'd do some little words today, something really simple, nice and nice and easy, because when you've lost your mojo a little bit, you want something simple to get you back into crafting again. And I think the best thing to do is sort of like making like little embellishment bits, because they're quite simple and they don't take much time. Now, I was working in my little journal on Monday and we did some pages and I just thought they were just beautiful, but we need a few little words. So I did mention that I was going to do this today. So I'm just thinking, look at these little words that we're making. They are just perfect to just sit on little pages, little bits that you can just embellish your journals with. So I will be making some and then I will be popping some in here. And I also have our Lost Mojo journal that we were doing, our lovely little book. And this could do with some words in it, because I was having a look through it to see, because I wasn't quite sure. I was going to do a page on here, but I just thought the words would be great, because look, we can just embellish. And I think words for embellishing are just perfect. Do you know what I mean? Oh, look, there's a nice little blue one, so that would work really well, wouldn't it? So do you know what I mean? They can just go absolutely anywhere, just as a little extra on your pages, which are fab. So I'll put some in here. The other thing is, I've got this freebie. Now, this has been out for a little while, and these are sort of like words like dream, believe, wish, peace, love, create, imagine, and hope. They're the sort of words that I think go with a lot of things, and it's a nice little word to go on, a little project or something, or if you're making paper clips or you're making little clusters or something, they are great words to go on there. So this is in the Ko-fi shop. So if you go to my Ko-fi shop, I'll pop a link under the video, and this is in the gallery. So if you are a Ko-fi monthly member, then you would have probably got this anyway, but it's a free one for everybody. So just pop over there, go into gallery, scroll down. It will be one that's not locked. The locked ones are for the Ko-fi monthly or the one-offs supporters, but this one is free for everybody, so you can go and print this off. So I will be using that as well. I also have my little pouch of words in here, so I did want to have a quick go through this to see before I start cutting this up if I have any words that I can use. So I've got things like hope and grateful. I've got this one which says wishing well. So these are ones that I've just printed off. I've had these for a very long time. I've got some Christmas ones. I've got little angel ones. I've got all sorts of ones in here. Oh look, we got music wand and butterfly on there. I got feathers, humble, inspire, thankful. So we've got all of these lovely ones in here. Abundance. Thank you. Thank you is a good one. I like thank you because they're great ones to go on to, little cards and stuff, aren't they? So we've got wish and peace. Butterfly wings. We shall have one of those as well. So I want to make up a nice big pile of these. We've got peace there. And if you want to make your own, just go onto your computer and print off in all different fonts some words that you like that would go with whatever you wanted to do, and print them off. And I've printed them off on tea stain paper. This one comes on one of my papers. Oh, if I can pick it up. This one comes on this. So this colour is on there. So you can just print that off. It's fine. So I'm going to put these back like that. Just go through those. Another thankful on there. And we've got lots of create. So I just want to do love is a good one as well. Grateful. Just little tiny words. I know they're little itty bitty ones, but they are great. Let's put that back. I think that's probably enough for now. But they are great to have in your stash, most definitely. And a lovely thing, like I said, for your Lost Mojo. I've also got scrappy paper, so whatever scrap papers you've got, use those as well. I've got little bits like this. I've got little bits. I want them to sort of be a little bit colourful. Oh, I got that one. Oh, look, I can use the ones which has got white on the back. Well, that one has it, but that's okay. These are lovely. Right, let's take these out so I know what I'm doing. The other thing I've got actually are these. Now, these are from Journal Say, and they are beautiful inks. And they are just perfect colours. Now, I love this one. This one's called Rose Powder. Look at that beautiful colour. So I'm not using Vintage Photo today. I'm actually using some inks from Journal Say. So let's do this, love. Now, I've cut these out sort of like pretty willy-nilly on here. So just going to sort of straighten them up a little bit. You don't have to. But look, that, oopsie daisy. Go and push that off. That's really, really tiny. But I'm going to go in with this rose powder. Power, I keep calling it power. These are very juicy inks because they are all new ones. I haven't used them very much, so they're quite juicy, which does mean that they will smudge. So do be careful. Let's just get a little bit of this. This just goes on there, look. Oh, these are just like the simplest thing, guys. Simple, we like. Chop that off. Little bit of glue. And pop that on. So I could sit here and make hundreds of these because it's something that I use all the time to embellish anything. Whether you're making little key rings, a little, what are they called? Paper clips. I don't know why I said key rings. Little dingly danglies, little things to just embellish. And I'm not adding any lace or any fabrics or anything like that. I'm just going to leave it like that because you can add them afterwards. You know, you can add them onto little things, or if you wanted a little lacy bit, you can add a little lacy bit later down the line. So yes, nice little simple today. Let's go in with this purple. This one is called Windy. This is Windy Purple. Well, it's a strange name. Very small to read. But like I said, they're very, very juicy and they are lovely. This one's really pretty. It's a sort of a violet colour. I don't know whether you can actually see that. It's very pale, but I think it would probably go quite nicely on there. Like that. Put the lid on. So we're in the middle of the week again. How quickly are we going along the weeks? It's just so quick. Can't believe we're halfway through June already. Oh, I've got to use a different colour on this. Never mind. Halfway through June already, guys. It's just crazy. Crazy. Oh my gosh, I can't even pick it up. There we are. Let's put some glue on. Pop some glue on here. So I'm just using my Tacky glue, which is upside down, my upside down bottle. So if you've not tried it, it's on Amazon. We are going to be having a Prime Day soon. I think it's the 23rd to the 26th. So pop it in your basket. I don't know whether it's going to be on Prime or not. But, you know, all these little things, pop them in your basket and see if they are going to be on Prime and save yourself a little bit of money. I'll pop some links under the video for my little favourite bits that I look for on Amazon for the Prime Day, because I like to use some things that I sort of, you know, use all the time. I'm going to use this one. This is Misty Blue. Look how pretty these are. Like glues and little embellishments. I love anything in to store my things, like these little plastic containers. Love things like that. I've got so many and I love them. Absolutely love them to put things on. Oh, I'm going to use this. This is the one that I found really difficult to use, this colour. Okay, that's a double bit. I won't use that bit, but I've got another piece here. And I've got this blue on here, so I think that would probably work quite nicely on there. Again, tear it or cut it. Doesn't really matter, does it? A little bit of glue. So what's your favourite thing to buy off Amazon? Is it household stuff? I buy our coffee off Amazon as well, because we can't get big jars of coffee here. You can only buy little tiny jars of coffee. The percolated coffee that we have I can buy from the shop, but sometimes I actually buy off Amazon because it's cheaper to send here. Look at that. That's so simple, isn't it? So pretty. I'm going to put them in here, my little pot, just so I don't get them muddled up. And then at the end we can use them in the journal. Let's put that back. Let's go for this pretty one. There we go. What should we have? Should we have butterfly wings on here? I think the purple would look nice on here, wouldn't it? Yeah, I like to buy, sometimes I even buy George's cat food off Amazon. Especially, it's just laziness as well, guys, because it's sort of like next day delivery, isn't it? And if I've run out of his food, then I know I don't have to sort of go out and pick it up. I can just order it off Amazon. It does make us very lazy, but if you are somebody that doesn't, you know, go out of the house very much, then it is absolutely perfect. But yeah, what else do I get off there? I've just bought some like mosquito net things for the door. I have one in my craft room here. I have one in the bedroom, and I've got one. I was thinking about putting one downstairs coming out of our lounge on the patio doors, but I'm not sure whether it's going to get in the way or not. So we shall see. But I had to get one because we have lots of mosquitoes and little buggy things that come in. Look at that, it's lovely. So we can make and chat, make and chat, because it's sort of like one of those that doesn't matter. You just sort of like can do this without thinking about it. I'm going to leave this one all scruffy like that. We're going to go in with this lovely rose powder, because this is a pretty one. So it's a chance as well to use up all your sort of inks that you don't really use, or get them out, the ones that you like, you're keeping in your drawer or your cupboard or somewhere that you don't use. If you're like me and you only use your vintage photo, now's your chance to just sort of like, you know, use your coloured ones. Because I'm so used to, it's because it's on my desk. It's on my desk, it's right there. That's why I use it. Look, I'm just going to tear that one. Let's just ink around. And then these are ready to make clusters with. Put them on your clusters. Look at that, lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's use, what can we put on this one? This believe's not going to work, is it? Oh, let's have a thankful. Will that fit on there? This way? That way it will fit, won't it? Let's just... Oh, I'm going to tear, actually. Let's have this scruffy round all edges. Oh, I don't know whether that's going to work. Well, the other one that I used to do is take your pliers, hold it on the end if you want to rip something small, and just rip that off. Can you see? Oh, did that come off? I think it came off, didn't it? You can just use your pliers to pull it off. Does that fit? Yes, that still fits. Purple, green, there's a lovely green. There's a lovely green here, which is the pea green. I think it was this one. This is pea green. Look at that. It's almost like a sort of mossy green. just a little bit round the edges, like that. Well, I had the dentist yesterday. I had to, one of my fillings was really loose, so he had to sort of redo it. But when he actually flicked it, the whole thing fell out and nearly choked me. It like fell down the back of my neck. But he was very apologetic. I don't think either of us knew how wobbly it was, how loose it was. But yes, not my favourite pastime, going to the dentist, but it's done now. And it was only a quick one, didn't take very long. Thankful. Look at these, love them. What else have we got? Should we have a little bit of a create? Should we create? I'm going to just cut this one a little bit thinner this way. So I'm going to have another green one. I do like this green. These little sets of inks are lovely. They're very, very inexpensive on Journal Say. I do love Journal Say stuff. It's really, really lovely. Oh my gosh, I can't pick it up. They're so small. What should we have? Should we have this one? What do you think? I'll just take a little bit. Take this. I'll show you them in a minute. Let's put that on there. Little create. Gosh, these are so quick and simple. A little bit of green. It's a great way to get rid of some of your scrap paper as well. Okay, so how they come, it's like this. I've got 4 sets. They come with a little plastic thing. I took mine out. It's just to hold them in, but I can't get them out. They're really hard. When you take them out, it just sort of like takes the lid off. So I've taken the plastic bit out. Look at the lovely colours. They are just, and I just love the tins. So when I take them out, they're like this. Oh, there's paper in there. I think I will probably end up getting them all muddled up, but they are just lovely. Really lovely inks, really lovely colours. These ones are beautiful. They're very sort of like, I don't know, they're magical colours, I think, because they're very dark sort of purples and pink, not pinks, blues, and purples and turquoise. They're just stunning. They really are lovely. Not quite the colours that I would like for my little words today, but they come, I've taken them out so they're in the boxes, so they're so much easier to do. So let's just cut a little bit off here. I'm going to just grab one. There we go. We're going to go for pink. So much easier just to take it from the little ink pad, isn't it? Just stick that on there. So what else are we doing? We've got to go out on Friday. We've got to go and pick some bits and pieces up. So we normally go to lunch on a Friday. So we're going to go out and do what we've got to do first and then go to lunch. So that will be nice. I've got a friend's 50th birthday coming up next week, so I'm trying to think of what to buy her for her birthday. Obviously, we're going to make her a card. I shall make her a birthday card. Look at that, lovely. But it's so hard buying presents because nowadays we can't sort of like afford to buy willy-nilly things, if you know what I mean, just things that, you don't really need. I have to try and think of things that, are going to be practical that she's going to use, because I obviously can't afford to buy things, or we can't these days, can we? Just things, but she doesn't really have any hobbies like that. She likes drinking coffee, I know that, but she's not one that has real sort of hobbies. So it's quite difficult. She's not, I suppose she paints a little bit, but that's not really what she likes to do. So it's difficult. So guys, if you've got any ideas on to get something that, well, not that has everything, she doesn't have everything, but I'm going to put it on this one actually. But she's just really hard to buy for. So any ideas would be fabulous. Oops. I'm going to cut this one off straight. So I'll have to go get that on Friday. I've known about her birthday for ages and I'm just awful. It went straight out of my head. So I think I might have to give my daughter a quick call and see if she's got any ideas. What do you buy people for their birthdays? What colour? Let's go for this one, whatever colour's that one. This is blue. Maybe I'll make her, it's not really a journaler, but I could probably make her like a little, journal, what are they called? Like a little traveller's journal with my laminated one. And then maybe I could put something on there, on the front, couldn't I? That's a good idea. That's a good idea, actually. I could do a laminated one. What could I put on the front of it? Something funny. Laminate it. Yeah, we could do that. I need the blue. Where's the blue? There's the blue. Yeah, I need a funny saying or something, don't I, to go on the front. Oops. Oopsie daisy. These ones here I've just printed onto coffee stain paper. These ones aren't the ones that are on this paper that you can print off. These are ones that I think I did ages and ages ago. But look at these, they're fabulous, aren't they? You could get a huge amount. Just sit here making them. So you can talk about other things and still keep making. There we go. Hope. What should we put on this one? I want to use these papers up, so I don't really want to go back into there because I will end up having lots of cut up little pieces on my desk, because once they're sort of covered up with your words you wouldn't know that they're the same pieces. Could do with it upside down, but on. Where's my pink one? There it is. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Oopsie daisy. Okay, let's make a few more and then we will add some into our journals. Let's not go for pink, let's go for purple. It's this light lavender. Very pretty. What did I say this one was called? A windy purple. It's a very strange name. Strange name for an ink. I think I thought that at the time when I opened them up. Oh, I'm going to stick it on first and then cut it out. There we go. If you hear any noise, our next door neighbours are having their roof jet washed because he's having satellite dish or something popped on top, so he's jet washing his roof. So I've closed the skylights upstairs so he doesn't, you know, spray inside. You never know. There we go. Look at that. I like that one. But it's gone quiet now. It was quite noisy, but it's gone a little bit quiet now. There's always something going on here, guys. Always something. Some noise coming from somewhere. There we go. A little bit of glue. Hold that on. Put that down. Lovely. I'm going to cut that off. I want this one to be quite small. Sometimes it's nice to have tiny little embellishments just to go on, you know, just a little word. Just a tiny little word to go on something. Okay, that's those. I'm going to get my little books out now. Let's put those in there. Let's put these bits back in the box, in the envelope. These seem to go on forever as well. I'm always digging around in this, and look, I've still got a ton of them. These ones you can sort of like rip up. Let's go from this end. Just show you, just what I mean. You can take this and you can rip it down. Let's do this bit first. So that, like, you don't even have to have a pair of scissors. Take that. There you go. And then you've got little rows of your words. So you can either get them in, just rip them down like that. Nice and simple. So pop over to the Ko-fi, because these are all on there. And then you can just grab them and then download them. You might have already got them, because I was doing words on something a while ago, probably about a year ago. They've probably been on there about a year. So if you didn't pick them up then, just pop over, look, you just rip them off. Quick and simple. We like a little bit of, you know, easiness when we're not quite sure what we're doing. Okay, so that's those. I might do those in a minute. Let's find some. What should we do? I want to do this one first. Let's put these back in the pots. Right, I think this one goes in there, and these three go in there. So we did these last week. No, it wasn't last week. It was on Monday, wasn't it? I did this. We could probably put a word on there. Let's have a little peek. Let's have a little wish. But, or we could put butterfly wings on there. Do you think that's a bit too big? I don't think so. There we go. I'm going to glue that on there. Seeing we have a little butterfly on there. Going to just pop that like that. that in. Fabulous. Should we have something on here? We've got wish, so I don't think we really need another one on there. We've got our beautiful butterfly here. What can we put on this one? Oh look, I've got laugh. Look, he's laughing. There we go. That's perfect to go on there. You can put that on there like that. Now again, you don't have to, if you don't have any scrap paper, you wanted to put them onto some fabric, just put them on a little bit of fabric as well. Maybe I'll do that as well. I'm going to leave this one because I want to add a little bit of lace or something to that at some point. This is just a little plain paper clip, so I could actually, what have we got in here? You know, add that to the paper clip. Should we have love on there? Let's put that on there. Like that. That can go on there. Lovely. It's a little tag. We could put something here. What should we put there? Create. What's the lovely purple one? What did we put on that one? We had believe, didn't we? Look at that. Should we put it in the middle? That's quite nice, isn't it? Great way to go through your journal and just add another little sort of element into there. Look at that, that's fabulous. So this is our little flippy pocket. Should we have something on here? We could have a dream. Couldn't we? Oh, look, I got another butterfly wings there. Or we could have a grateful. What else have we got? We don't need one on that one really. This is our little pocket we put on there. Let's have a look. We need another sort of, I suppose we could put peace on that one's quite nice. Okay, let's put dream on this one. Like that, just in the little corner. And again, we've got the little tags that we put in there that we made. I think we made these ones on a Lost Mojo as well at some point. You could embellish those with the words. I'm going to put peace. We've got a little bit of purple in this one. Should we have it with a little bit of purple in so it goes a little bit better? Don't think I got another one with purple in, have I? Create. No, I think grateful. Where should we have it? Oh, decisions. I think at the bottom. There we go. Pop that on there. Our little dog. Oops. Go in. What else did we do? We did other things on here, didn't we? I'm sure. This one, oh, this is the thankful. That's one I put on there, wasn't it? That's one that I didn't actually put back on. I do like this one. Should we put peace on this? She looks very peaceful, doesn't she? Thankful or peaceful? Or peace, I mean, not peaceful. Let's put that under there. I think that goes quite nicely. Because this is a little book that comes out. And she just pops into that little hole there. So that goes on there. How lovely. So that was quite nice and simple. Look at that. So it makes such a difference, I think. Just a little word on there. And I need to, don't think I need any more in here. But I do like using words on things like this. It's great. So that's that one done. Let's go back into here. I think I would like to add a few more bits into this one, a few words. This was our lovely pockets. I do like this one. Oh, we got butterfly. We could use butterfly wings on there. This one we could have something on, couldn't we? Don't really want to thank you. We could have inspire. So that goes with those colours, doesn't it? Let's pop you on there. Like that. Just on the pocket. Like that. What's this? This is a little, that's already got something written on. That goes into that little pocket. This is one of our little pockets there. A little journal, I mean. We could have something on there. Let's have a look. What do we got? What do we have? We could have a little wish, little pink wish. Let me put that on. There we go. So that's nice. She looks very peaceful, so we need a sort of, oh, there's a piece. Did we put peace on this one? Or was it on the other one? Oh, it's on the other one, wasn't it? See, that's like a little pocket that goes in, so I could have it so it almost comes above. Yeah, I think that's will do. So it needs to be here. That can go there. Lovely. I do like that. That's lovely. Okay. Oh, that's a little pocket. We could have something on here, couldn't we? I need to make some more. See how quickly they go. We get, you know, they get used up quite quickly. Enjoy. Enjoy. Hope. Let's put hope on there. I'm going to see if I can just tuck it under that little flower there a little bit onto that photo, because that's like a little pocket there. Lovely, guys. So there we go. Right, I'm going to make some more because they go really quickly. I'm going to use these. I've also got these ones in here. These are from one of my digital kits. So these are really nice words on here as well. All sorts of words in here. Loads and loads and loads of different ones. So we could make little, maybe we'll do those. They're little sayings as well. That's a Christmas one. We don't want Christmas ones, do we? That's a different one. So do you know what I mean? These ones have got a huge amount of words in. I'm going to use this one, I think. And these. Because these are quite nice little long ones. There we go. See, these are so simple to just cut out. There we go. You could probably actually stick these on a piece of paper. What colour should we go? What's these ones? This is sand. It just says sand colour. It's a bit of a funny old colour. It's almost like a yellowy colour. Let's just go in with this one. Let's bring these over. This one is apricot peach. It's quite pale. Can't really see these colours on here, but they're done. Could probably do with this lovely, my favourite, the rose powder is probably one of my favourites. It's got that lovely It sort of almost reminds me of sort of like the raspberry pink on there. I think I'm going to do some of these. I think that will show up on the darker. Oh, it does. Oopsie daisy. I'm going to do these and I'm going to stick them all onto one piece of paper and then just cut them up so they've got like a background. And then that's sort of a quicker way to do it, I think. Well, we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I like this pink, and it's so much quicker just to use it from the little ink squares. Ink pads, not squares. It's because they are square. There we go. Oh, it's our doorbell. Let's do these ones. I'm going to do them all in the same colour because I like this colour. I think this is a very me colour. That lovely pink. So this is in, if you wanted to get one of these, this is in this one, which is the orangey, or this colour one. You can see the colours on here. You can get 4 different sets, which are lovely. Okay, let's do all of these. That might be the man about at the door, about our boiler. It was leaking and our lovely neighbour came and sort of fixed it. But it's now started whistling when you turn the tap on. So I'm not sure whether it needs tightening up or something needs doing. But it's not, it's a very, very loud whistle. You know, when you turn your tap on, all the pipes seem to be like singing along. So there might be somebody to come and fix it, I hope. There we go. There's always something going on, like I said before, there's always something happening in our little condominium here. We've got such lovely neighbours. We are so, so lucky. Everybody is so helpful. And I think it makes your little community, doesn't it, when you've got nice neighbours. Nothing worse than living next to awful people, which I have done before. People that don't seem to care what other people are, other thoughts or cares for other people. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure you've all been through this. I'm going to stick all of these on here. I'm going to try and do it, and then we can sort of either rip them off or tear them off. Let's see. Put this on. I think I'm going to go for a swim this afternoon, guys. It's very warm outside. It's very warm in here. As long as it's that wind is still windy. Surprise, surprise. I mean, it's still got, sometimes it has that little chill. Andy and myself, we sit out in the garden in the evenings. We eat outside, which is lovely, and sometimes we sit outside, we'll either play cards or we'll have a game of Scrabble or something, just because it's too easy to come in, finish work, have dinner, and sit and put the TV on, isn't it? That's quite a simple thing to do. So, you know, we want to sort of like, now it's summertime and it's beautiful weather and lovely. We want to sort of sit outside and make the most of it. So that's what we're doing at the moment. But I have to put my my hoodie on or something because it's a little bit chilly. So Look at that. Look at these. These are fabulous, aren't they? You could actually leave it on here and then sort of like tear them off when you need them. So let's just put these on. I think that'll fit. There we go. That on. And then we have Imagine. There we go. Oopsie daisy. Put you on there. Look at that. How simple. Right. Shall I do it with the ruler? Let's go. Oh, let's do the end first. Probably be helpful. This way. I would probably wait for the glue to dry a little bit first, just so they don't sort of pop off. I did have a smaller little metal ruler, but do you think I can find it? I think it's one of those things that I had for a little while and then it just sort of like disappeared. I don't know where it went, whether I sort of threw it in the bin or something, I'm not quite sure. They're lovely. I like those. There we go. Could probably make them just that little bit smaller. That's what I could do with a that little tiny little ruler. Might have to see if I can get another one. There we go. Tear that down. I might just cut some of these because I think it's just that little bit too big around the edge for me. So I don't want so much on there. Love them. There we go. I have some big ones and some small ones. Let's go down. So this one could do with scruffy at one end and then straight round the others. There we go. Fabulous. Oh, that can come off there. And then we shall go around. I do like pink and green. I think pink and green looks really pretty, doesn't it? Like that. I think that's lovely. Where's my little pot? Let's pop these in here. Lovely. So guys, yes, don't forget, go over to Ko-fi. Links will be underneath the video, and you can just print off that sheet so they're already done for you. And it's just simple words that, you know, I tend to use quite a lot. I think they're just nice words, aren't they? Which will go with all sorts of things. It's a little word that you can pop on anything, in any sort of journal as well, I think. There we go. Although mine are generally little shabby journals. Okay. Well, I must say I did enjoy making these because I could sort of talk to you guys without having to think too much. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things you just stick. Sticking and inking. Perfect. There we go. Put that in there, and then I will have a little, find a little plastic container to put them in, which I do like to have, little containers. So I will do those in a minute, guys. You don't need to see me do anymore, I am sure. But I will link most of the things, or if I remember to link the things underneath the video, I will. But look at these. They're just lovely, aren't they? Really simple and such a lovely thing to have in your stash. And again, simple little words, I think, just make a page. Just adds that lovely little touch to your journals, doesn't it? I think it's beautiful. Super simple. We got laugh on there, and we'll do that. And we'll have a go at this, but there we go. Lovely, lovely. So that's it, my lovelies. That's it for today. We pop some in here as well. Maybe next week I will do another page in here, because I would like to get this finished as well. We'll finish this off because this is lovely. I do like the yellow cover. Not quite sure whether I want to cover that up, because I think that's quite nice and bright and yummy. But I think it's lovely. But adding just a little word on these, I think looks beautiful. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Do give it a go. Pop over to Ko-fi and print off your little sheet. If you might already have it. It's been on there for probably a year, maybe. But just a reminder, it's on there if you would like it. So there we go, guys. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you next time. All right, guys. Bye-bye.